Peace, power, and protection, tribe. It's late night. Come on in. It's late night. Come on in. Throw some ones in the chat so I can know that you all can hear me. Just throw a couple ones in the chat. Peace, power, and protection, everybody. Peace, power, and protection. You know, tonight some things was on my mind, so I decided to come live late night. Thank you, Eternal Legend 369. Thank you, Rebecca K. Beauty. Thank y'all for putting those ones in the chat. You know, this the Reckoning, tribe, and I'm coming to y'all with this mirror filter for a reason, because ain't nothing happening right now but people having to look at the man in the mirror. This the Reckoning, y'all. We in the Reckoning. That means that everybody is being judged for their actions. The actions that you had, not only in this life path, but if you are a solar being, you come from solar, you come from Polaris, you from the first energy, then you are dealing with multi-dimensional life paths right now of energy that's coming back to you right now. Some of that could be good. Well, energy is neither good or bad. It's just energy. It has different frequencies. It travels on different waveforms. Higher waveforms are higher vibration. Lower waveforms are lower vibration. But that energy has to be returned. It comes back like a pendulum. That's how your soul does. You understand? That's how your soul grows, just like a sine wave. After you come off of this conversation, go Google sine wave. That's how your soul grows. It goes small, it get big, then it go decrease and it increase, and you just keep on going infinite, up through the dimensional planes until you ascend back through the water dimensions until the summit. But down here, we in one of the lowest densities. You understand? Everybody think this is 3D, but this is really 2D. If you really knew what 3D really was, we're really going back to like a 3D, 4D dimension. But this is like the third density. It's not as fluid, but it's going back. But anyway, I don't want to get too deep into quantum physics and all of that shit. That's not why I had this conversation. You know, I was talking about the Reckoning, and so back when I first awakened, I'm going to start it like this because I always like to talk to y'all by example, right? So back when I first awakened, fully started coming back, you understand, from my slumber, it was 2019. And when I first came into spirituality, I was always a spiritual being. I was never into religion. But when I first came in, you know, you come in and it's always usually a master teacher or something that catches your attention. You understand what I'm saying? And so you begin to listen to that person. So for me, when I first came in, the person that I was listening to was young Pharaoh. Throw a one in the chat if you was one of the people who used to listen to Pharaoh, but you had to stop. Because we need to talk about this as a community. Because I think that people are taking spirituality and they using it to run the Jesus program on these people with weak minds over and understand what I'm saying. You have a lot of people who have been done wrong in religion. It's a lot of abuse and stuff that's done happen in religion. So they come over to spirituality, but they still broken and they want to bring the same paradigms that from broken religion over to spirituality. And the problem is that if you following somebody in this, and you haven't totally healed yourself, And a person who is advanced in spirituality can read those things in you. You have people that ain't gonna be here to help you. They're gonna be here to help their motherfucking self. And what you have to understand is just because the people curse them could speak well, be a good orator, and touch your soul and get it in vibration and give you knowledge, does not mean that that's the only source of that knowledge or the only resource, and that you're supposed to idolize that person like they are something higher than you. No. You getting that person as a resource, but then you take those resources and you go and you learn how to learn and get the knowledge yourself. And then you supposed to build yourself up. If you following somebody and you ain't grown as a soul within a couple of days to have increased your knowledge base to the point where you want to research yourself and you are actually growing and you don't have to go to their channel every day for the knowledge because you could pick up the goddamn phone, computer, book, or whatever, because that person is showing you where the knowledge is and showing you how to get it. See, this is where I'm going with this, because a true teacher is really a student. It ain't no such thing as a master teacher. It's only a master student, because when you become teacher, you really student. This is what I'm trying to tell people. And that person, if they really trying to be a student of self, they getting up here and they leading by example, but they not trying to lead you. Like, I'm not trying to lead nobody. I'm trying to show you how to lead yourself. I'm not into martyrism. I'm not into idolism. That's not what moves me. What moves me is the Great Mother. And I say every soul is a sovereign soul, and every soul got its own journey, and you determine that. But I'm not the endless source of knowledge. No person is on this planet. And when people turn these spiritual leaders into idols, and when these spiritual leaders, so-called spiritual leaders, because they not, they fucked up in the head, y'all. That's what I was getting to. So anyway, I was following Pharaoh. And one thing about the awakening that you have to realize when you starting to really get into it and this energy start hitting us, is different stuff start to come online for you if you really doing the work. So I wasn't just watching Pharaoh. I wasn't just watching Rashad Jamal. You understand? I was really doing the work. Like what they was talking about, I was actually going back to Bobby Hemming or Dr. Phil Val, just little stuff. Not a lot, but more so than that, I was doing a lot of meditation, y'all. Because I'm not a reader like that. I ain't never been no reader. So I was just doing a lot of meditation and just getting in contact with my ancestors. I'm just telling y'all how I did it. And it was like one day I had a fucking breakthrough. And I started to become telepathic. And in 2020, if people are on this chat that's in my spiritual group, I began to talk to them about my journey with that and how hard it is for somebody who is telepathic plus empathic, because I've always been an empath, but the telepathy was new, when you could really look at people, where you could really fucking see it, because when you could really see what people think is hidden, you're not gonna like what you see about most people. That's why I put this mirror up here. Because it's a lot of things that people is doing in private, demented shit, and they get up here and they put on a mask for y'all. But really, they got a lot of inner demons and shit that they fighting for real. And when you become telepathic, you can see a person for what they fucking really is. And I'm telling y'all, it's hard because for me, I try not to judge people. Like, being able to see that about people is now helping me to understand that the soul journey is just that. Like, what people try to hide so much ain't really hidden if you really take the time to observe. But most people don't take the time to observe people. So I say that to say this. So the telepathy came online and I started to observe Pharaoh. I started to observe Rashad. And then I felt something. And I saw something. And I left them alone. And I began to tell people, because it's a lot of people that I see. And I'm like, how people don't see this, but I just tell people because I'm like, that person might have a piece of knowledge for you that might help your awakening and help you unlock a code. But over and understand that that person is not imperfect and that person ain't somebody that you should be idolizing. That's just a piece of knowledge for you in that second, in that moment, for you to take to make you grow. But that don't mean that that person is a divine being or a divine soul. You take the message and not the messenger. And I always tell people that it's spell work in voice, it's spell work in its frequency. So when you go to watching these people sometime, turn off the volume and turn on your spiritual eye, and then you can see it. Because it's like this, when you get up here and you can influence people, you could talk to people, you could touch people, you understand, you could use your power for good or bad. Like, you got people that's really fucked up, that's really done been through a lot, and they come over here to spirituality and they looking, like I said, for somebody to lean on. You understand, like they real dependent. And you trying to help them to be independent, but you got some people that prey on people like that, prey on women like that, and prey on men like that. I done seen it both ways. I done talked to so many people that come over here in spirituality and they ain't done no shadow work. And they get caught up in these spiritual sex cults. Yes, let's talk about it. These spiritual sex cults that's in our community that a lot of these conscious men and women so-called is a part of, and they up here talking to y'all like they so highly fucking spiritual, and then in the goddamn background they doing the same fucking rituals and Babylonian blood magic that the motherfuckers doing that they talking about. A motherfucker just come up out of nowhere. Thousands of followers, y'all. Y'all got to think. They gonna give you what you looking for. If you looking for another Malachi Z. York, they gonna give you one. If somebody tell you that they done been affiliated behind them closed doors with the industry, with entertainment, any fucking thing to do with that, bruh, you don't get that. You don't get behind them doors without doing something. It's a gate to them doors, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I told people in 2020 when I started seeing all of this about these niggas, and I could really see it on them. I was like, you know what? I was like, watch who be here and watch who fall. Yes, let's get it. Watch who gonna stand through this and watch who finna fall. It's judgment. Them scales finna tip. You can't be no false prophet right now, bruh. The goddamn judgment finna hit your ass all the fucking way. And these people can't judge you down here on this plane. They can't put you in no court, and they can't kill you unless you in a contract with them and they got power over you to do it. That's what people don't realize. All these spiritual leaders that's done went down was in contracts with the goddamn governments any fucking way to fuck with your goddamn mind. This is a whole mind fuck right now. I'm trying to light my smoke. Nigga, this shit control fucking opposition. Man, half the stuff these new age motherfuckers talking about done already been taught. All that shit that all they was talking about, y'all already done been taught in great detail. These motherfuckers got criminal histories and shit. They fucking con artists. They get a good story and then they come over here and fucking entertain you and take fucking advantage of you. They bringing religion and spirituality. They up there peddling goddamn jewelry. Jewelry ain't got no power on it at all. Fucking jewelry marked up 200, 300, 400%. Got people paying for jewelry with goddamn toxins and shit in it. No kind of, man, charging people for goddamn lectures, talking about they know what's on the other motherfucking side. You look at the lecture, you still don't motherfucking know. When motherfucker, all you gotta do is close your eyes and you finna see what's on the other side. See how they be fucking with folk? But that's what I'm talking about. And let's talk about broken people real quick. Dependent women. And dependent men. That's done been hurt. You got people that's hurting. I could see it. People walk around every day, they so scarred. I see their colors. See their aura. And sometimes I could even see more. And people don't talk about what they're going through. They just go through it. And then you have people who take advantage of people like that. Because when you ain't done your shadow work, and let's say you done been molested, abused, beat, impoverished, or whatever your cross to bear was in this path, and you looking for love, the emotional shit, acceptance, self-esteem, and at that moment of the awakening, this is where the people make the mistake. When you feel alone and you don't know, and you turn on this phone and you go to YouTube or something like that, no. Or you turn off everything. When you get to that point that you feel like you stumbling, you don't know, and you need to go to somebody else, that's when you're supposed to sit down. And you're supposed to meditate on yourself and ask yourself the questions. And the answer's going to come to you. See, that's the real thought. That's the real Akashic records. That's the real shit that is not outside of yourself, that's not altered by man, that's not misinterpreted, that you cannot be misled. And then you gonna lead yourself to the right answer. Somebody else ain't gotta lead you to it. And then you gonna start to see synchronicities. Shit gonna synchronize for you. You gonna have a thought. You gonna have a question in meditation. And shit just gonna start hitting with the answer. You gotta reprogram your mind to stop looking at these people for the answer. Because you ain't never gonna get it from somebody that's just out here regurgitating shit that was already taught and then putting their own twist on it for some fucking money or fame or clout or women. All of these fucking cults that want multiple wives, multiple husbands. It's crazy. How the hell can you be spiritual and you own that shit? No, let's talk about it. If you spiritual, we talking about energy exchange, energy transference. We're not talking about tapping root chakra. We talking about higher thought. We talking about the thought. So how the hell can you be opening up your portal of communication with all of those beings and still be on top with the cosmic mind? You and your root too much. That person ain't there yet. They still caught on the carnal desires of the earth. And them people gonna always mislead you. And 9 times out of 10, if you look at those people, look at their history, their past, you gonna see that they was always conning or always coming up with something to get over on people. But people don't look at people really. If a person could talk good to you and make you feel good and entertain you and get your soul in motion and have a couple of catchwords and really entertaining. Entertaining is a disease of thought. Entertainment is a distraction. If you looking at a goddamn motherfucker that's conscious and you entertain, you need to turn that shit off. It ain't doing shit for you but distracting you. Now I say that to say this. If you really working for the Great Mother right now, can't nothing touch you. You can't be judged in no court down here when you serving on the highest court. How the hell you spiritual and you know voodoo and you couldn't lock up that whole courtroom? No, let's talk about it, because let's get it. It's all kind of roots you could chew, all kind of shit you could do in court. Man, whatever. No court got no power over nobody. You give it your power. That's what I'm telling you. They signed it to a contract. That's why when you look at all of them goddamn numbers on they fucking sentence, you see all the fucking gematria in it, the fucking Freemasonry in it, because the motherfuckers was on the other side the whole goddamn time. The mind fuck. Let me tell you something. When they sign them contracts with them people to infiltrate and fuck with your mind and shit, they on a time clock. If they don't do something them motherfuckers want them to do, some ritual, some sacrifice or something like that, they push the motherfucking button on them and they judge them in their court. Because they got the power to, because them motherfuckers already gave them their consent. So let's get it. If you see a motherfucker locked up in the court system right now, they been a reckoning, they being judged by a system that they already consented to. You better wake up. It's a lot of people in the conscious community that sex trafficking women, sex trafficking children, sex trafficking little girls, sex trafficking little boys. The same shit that we talking about the Jews and all of this doing over in Israel is being done in the conscious community itself. So let's talk about the ugliness and the truth. Let's put the mirror up. We can't throw no stones at nobody else when we got pedophiles right now in our goddamn community. That motherfuckers up here that's got fucking, man, these motherfuckers got whole fucking court cases where they done said they was fucking guilty, and now we got motherfuckers up here trying to goddamn deify these goddamn pedophiles and shit. You got all of these fucking idols that they got followers that's idolized them now. Fucking fanatics. They crazy. They crazy, y'all. They crazy. These fanatical people. They don't even examine, like, all them people that's saying these people innocent. Have you pulled up the court documents and looked and even seen? Or you just saying they innocent because you using the goddamn line that they always tell a motherfucker to use? Oh, a black man that spread knowledge. Oh, they try to put them down. Motherfucker, please. These people out here hurting kids. Y'all could kiss my fucking ass. Then they don't goddamn lie. Victims don't lie. And what I see don't lie. The only lie is in believe. When you believe a motherfucker might not. That's how they get up on you and get up on your kids. What the fuck people think? A pedophile is somebody that sets off an alarm? A pedophile is the ultimate mask fucking wearer. They hide right here in plain sight. They look just like you and me, motherfucking in the dark. They hurting fucking kids, hurting their own kids, hurting other people fucking kids. I could see it. But don't nobody want to talk about it. Maybe people don't want to talk about what these motherfuckers is doing because it make them have to take a hard look at themselves. Because something about you like that person, and now you got to deal with the fact that you couldn't see that that person was something totally else than what you thought they was. So instead of dealing with that you done misjudged the character, you just want to jump on the defense for somebody that ain't right. The mirror. Because how is it that a pedophile could get up on you to the point that they could get up here and say that they fucking spiritual? And make you think they spiritual, but in the dark, they hurting little girls, hurting little boys, having sex rituals, sex trafficking women and stuff. That's low vibrational, that's trying to get into spirituality and stuff. Saying they on motherfucking Stone Mountain doing spiritual rituals when they up there really doing sex rituals and shit with people and harnessing energy and all kind of shit up here on the goddamn camera. You can't never see their motherfucking eyes. You can't never see their motherfucking eyes. Eyes always covered with shades. Who the fuck wears shades in the goddamn dark? Like, people don't be fucking thinking. The eyes is the window to the soul. If I don't want you seeing what the fuck my eyes look like, nigga, that's because I ain't fucking right. Y'all better get with the program before the program get over you. Out here caught up looking at these people, you looking at all the wrong things, tribe. Shit too real out here right now to be bullshitting a pussyfooting. If I'm finna take a head off of anybody, I'm gonna take the head off of these pedo motherfuckers in my community first. Fire burn all y'all ass motherfucker. It's the reckoning, bitch, and watch who finna fall. Cause I'm finna tell you right now, they all getting ready to fall. And you getting ready to see it in an expeditious fashion right now, yo. All of them get ready to get called to the paint. All of y'all motherfuckers, you trying to run to fucking Mexico, you trying to run overseas, but motherfucker, you know what you was doing in the entertainment industry, and then they slid you over here, and you want to give people all of this good story like you so motherfucking spiritual. Somebody feel me and know who the fuck I'm talking about. I ain't even getting ready to call their name and give them no power, because if you on the frequency, you already know who I'm talking about. And that whole motherfucking time, you sex trafficking girls. Mask motherfucking off. All they ass finna burn. sex trafficking women. Got all of these women in spirituality following behind these men. They having sex with all of these women. All of these women's little daughters and shit. These bitches brainwashed. Letting these niggas have sex with their sons and stuff. These motherfuckers telling them they the next incarnation of Osiris or who the fuck ever. People motherfucking crazy. Motherfucker telling them they motherfucking Anunnaki gods and all of this motherfucking shit. Man, you better kiss my motherfucking ass. What Anunnaki god answered to a white man and locked up? I'll fucking wait. No, let's pause on that real quick. Claiming all of this shit, claiming all of these bloodlines to the indigenous Indians and all you chief, motherfucker, fuck you. You ain't no chief and you ain't got no goddamn feathers if you down here up under the government system in any kind of motherfucking way. Ain't nobody gave you no feathers, bitch. Feathers get earned, motherfucker, for doing shit for your community. You don't just go buy no goddamn hat and put that bitch on your head, motherfucker. That shit came from the people in the community who you helped gave you a goddamn feather. And eventually you had a whole plume, bitch. But you don't just throw that shit on your head and get up here like a fucking abomination and say, oh, I'm Chief and you need to do all of this indigenous and sovereign. Man, fuck you. The real people that they calling Indians, which wasn't what we called ourselves. We was just blue, black, indigo, nigga. But let me just use that term because that's what everybody know. We ain't call ourselves nothing. And we wasn't tribed up until the end. So it wasn't no chiefs in the beginning. That's what I'm telling you. Chiefs didn't happen till after we fucking fell. So you still on an old paradigm, bitch. Wake the fuck up. Because they listening to what somebody else told them or what somebody else taught them. And they not going to the real records of Akash. Because if they did, they wouldn't be claiming no title. Chief of what in this realm actually are you? You claiming this realm, so then you denouncing your cosmic throne, right? Let's bring fire to these lying motherfuckers. You claiming you a god? That's something in this realm. You claiming you an Anunnaki god? That's something in this realm. Anunnakis don't exist in the cosmos, motherfucker. Let's go. You think motherfuckers up in the cosmos right now calling each other Anunnaki this, Pleiadian this, the motherfucker, that's some shit that got created here with the alpha beta system, bitch. You got to go beyond. The alpha beta system came after the clone, so any word you read and right now is something that happened after we fell, bitch. Let's get it. You're supposed to be building on what the master teachers taught us and go beyond now. You're supposed to be beyond the book. If a motherfucker can't go beyond the book, they ain't on the cosmic mind. They still here. They ain't pulling no real records from nowhere. If they telling you to claim a title to anything here. If they claiming domain over anything here, they cannot be from where I'm from. Because the only claim I can make is eminent domain to the omniverse. If I'm the first energy, how the hell can I be the chief of anything here? Y'all ain't getting it. You're thinking about after we fell into this, titles never existed. Alpha beta system didn't exist, y'all. So all of them titles, That's not what we called ourselves before we fell into this. It's what I got to get y'all to get. Symbolisms, all of that stuff came after we fell. A motherfucker full telepathic, you ain't got to write shit. And if you all got the same bloodline, then you ain't got to tribe up or you ain't got to claim nothing. How, Sway? We all from the same mother. We all of the same flesh of my flesh. So why would you have a distinction? The distinctions came after the fall, after the clone beans started being done, and after the motherfucking recessive genes started, goddamn, the genetic manipulation of these bodies. And then it became important to know your bloodline, to make sure you ain't have no fucking clones in it. And that's why don't nobody know their bloodline right now no more, because most people done got infiltrated and their bloodline have been fucked up. But we even found a way past that now. But I'm just saying, that's really what this shit's really about. Fucking genes. Genes is information. Genes is imprinted by the cosmic computer. Genes don't come from this plane. In this physical plane, it looked like a gene, but the energy that's housed within that gene come from cellular, baby. It imprints. That's the imprint. Like this dimension is the imprint of the other dimension. What you see here is the inverse of what's happening there. So when you come here, when your soul energy come here, you die there. Like, it's the inverse. When I say die, it's like you just, your energy go low and your energy, part of your energy transfer here. It's just energy transference. And then as you are here, you know, from the moment you're born, you already decrease in energy. Your chi already decreased. That chi is going back into higher self. You understand? And eventually, once all of that chi goes back into higher self, this body, this physical manifestation or flash of you is going to go down. And then all of that energy is going to manifest back in the other plane. You see what I'm saying? So a death here is really life. And a death here is life here. So you dead. You see where I'm going with this? That's how it works. So when dimensions are created, they implode and explode. So over and understand. Like the Big Bang that they show you or whatever. Or when the sperm meets the egg, you see a explosion of energy. But really, it's an implosion on the other side. And it looks like an explosion on this side. So implosion, the energy is being sucked from the other plane. Come here through the water, explosion. It looks like a big flash of energy. That's what you see now, my flash. But as this flash, I'm getting older, I'm disappearing. I'm going back. I'm going back home from where I came. Because the energy dissipates, but then like a magnetism, it have to go back, right? So that's what your soul doing. From the moment of conception, from the moment you first flash, there was an implosion from the cosmic plane and an explosion here. The explosion was the cortical reaction around your mama's egg that you saw that electricity from when your dad's sperm met, and that's you. That's the re-simulation of the Big Bang. You see how you looking outside of yourself for how the cosmos was made and everything about you is the cosmos? You see how simple it is when you just sit and learn yourself? Why do you think we took all of this time studying the body? And we were scientists and metaphysicists and shit. Alchemists. Because every process in the body is mimicking something in the universe. And if you know the principles of the universe, then you know the principles of all dimensional planes. So if you knew the principles of yourself, you would know the principles of everything that exists, everything that is and ever was and ever will be. Simple, right? But not so simple, because this got you distracted with everything else, when really you need to sit down and look to yourself to find the omniverse. And that's a simple breakdown. A real simple breakdown. But yeah, you know, it was just heavy on me. Like another thing I had seen, I had made a post, and basically, you know, a lot of people getting ready to, Ashe, energy is neither created or destroyed, it only transfers. Exactly. So when it transfers to this plane as an explosion, it transfers from that plane as an implosion. And then as it goes back, it's going to explode. You're going to explode over there. Remember, when your soul leaves your body, you get your wings, you shoot back up to the summit, you shoot back, your energy shoot back up, and then you explode there. And you collapse here. See? And that's how I go. But another thing that I had seen, I had made a post because, you know, like I said, people gonna get caught up in all kind of illusions. The illusion within the illusion. Looking for somebody to help them out of a situation. So that's another thing about people just coming into spirituality. Again, they always looking to be led. So these people getting ready to go to the poles. I don't know how you could be spiritual at all on any level and you still are looking outside of yourself and believing that voting for a body that wants to govern your mind is of the cosmos. When you came here, what did the Great Mother have you cast a ballot? See, that's deep. That might go over somebody's head. Because how can you follow somebody that's been appointed by man when the Great Mother appointed you to come into this dimension? That's how you was born on this earth as a sovereign soul. So how then can you believe that somebody else here to lead you to something? Did you come here with that person? Did a ballot get tossed for you to come into this omniverse right here? Who tossed the ballot? Who selected you? Was it any piece of paper from this realm that made you come here, or was it something higher than that you manifested here into the flesh? Can't nobody cause that to happen. They've been trying to figure out creation since creation's creation. And they got you down here simulating creation in an abomination, which is a fucking pole. You fucking up the polarity of the earth with the bullshit. And you throwing your nose to Polaris, where you fucking come from. Why you think they call it a fucking pole? This is the opposite pole of Polaris. The refracted light from the goddamn Great Mother. Is all of these dimensions. It's just refractions of yourself from the highest in Polaris. And you down here on the lowest pole, going to poles down here, pulling energy for these lower beings. Come the fuck on. Just stop. You holding us back. I ain't never gonna go to no pole and get nobody that's been selected by these people to be elected, because there's no such thing as an election. It's a selection. These people are selected and given to you. And then they give you the illusion of a choice. But the choice was already made for you before you even cast your ballot. You just simulating out something, a fucking ritual, and giving these people energy at the poll. And that's why they could do whatever the fuck they want to do to you, because you consented, bitch. So everybody that's getting ready to try to go to that poll, if it's a poll this year, because it might not be a poll, I hope this year be the year that she go on and hit it, bro. We own it. Like, I'm just going to be quiet, because I don't even want to give nobody no heads up when it hit. I just want it to hit. Nah, I ain't going to say shit. Look. People going to get what they looking for at them polls this year. Because we in the reckoning, bruh. Pluto and Aquarius, and y'all gotta understand when I say that, I'm just talking about the principalities, the energies here that exist, and the magnetisms that's going on right now that make certain stuff flow, that have the principalities over this plane. That's the star system. That's the solar system that's holding you back. You know how they tell you that the solar system, it orbits around and all of this type of stuff. It orbits around the sun and all of this type of stuff, and the different magnetisms do what affect you and affect the earth. So what's that doing? That's something that's keeping you here in this plane. That's a matrix within a matrix. But when you over and understand what principality the energy is shifting in, then you can use and manipulate any type of energy to your advantage while you're down here on this plane. That's why billionaires and everything study astrology, because they know how to move at certain times, because you just flowing. Everything here is energy. Everything here is an exchange of energy. This plane is only an exchange of energy that's in the form of light. And the light gives you the illusion of density. So when you understand how light, energy, and magnetism move on the highest plane, then you know how it's going to affect this plane. And then you could look like you controlling something, and you could look like you manipulating people and shit, and you could take advantage of that because other motherfuckers don't have knowledge of what's going on. So you could play with the stock markets on all the frequencies and stuff like that, and you could make, you could take full advantage of people. A lot of people in the contracts and stuff like that, they won't even understand. Do all kind of stuff with magnetism over and understand what magnetism is real. That's right. They can feed off of your energy over and understand. Like, do you remember in American Gods when they showed you that it was real deep, that show was, where they showed you that those so-called gods or whatever, that they had to have people to worship them in order to have the power. You understand that they fed off of the power of the people and who called on it. It's okay. Well, it's the same thing with these principalities and with magnetism and stuff like that. You give it energy and you create it and you feed it on this plane, or you feed the program when you call on it, when you give it your will. You create your own monster. So that's kind of why we like, you create your own hell, because you giving that program the energy. You building that program. If this is your simulation, because overstand, when you come over here as the explosion, this is a simulation. This is not reality. Reality is where you at, where you was at, where we going back to. But when you come over here as this flash, it's almost like you just get captured like an X-ray. Your energy just do like an X-ray over here or something. Like, you know how an X-ray catch an image and it's just, and then you just gonna fade. Like, that's what this body is. It's like a holographic flash of an image of me, and y'all are reading these as time and years and everything like that, but none of that exist. Like, time don't exist. It seemed like I might be, maybe this iteration, I might be alive 60 years or whatever, but years only exist here. I'm just a flash in this dimension. You reading it as years because they gave you Gregorian calendar, but we infinite. So I imploded here as this flash right now. That's what you see. And it's just for whatever amount of cycles or whatever they want to call it. But then I'm going to go back. And that's how the energy, but when I have this energy, I can radiate that to things here and create my own reality. This is what I'm telling you. So you create these, you give it to energy. You create all of this. When you open your eyes and you see it, you create it. These beings, these entities that you saying got power over you, is really you giving the power to them to create them, because you create in your own reality here, because this is the simulation of what's real over there. You over here to learn, then you go back. So what I'm saying is, everything that you giving power to that you think is higher than you is what you giving your energy and it's dissipating to in this simulation of the program. Because you creating your own program. Do you hear what I'm saying? So therefore, if you choose to follow man, then you giving your energy and your dominion to man and not the cosmic plane. So then why would you claim any title here? If the cosmic mind is on the hive mind, even language don't exist up there. Only energy in different forms. Energy has to dissipate down here as sound, because it's dense down here. But when you go up there, ain't no sound. That's deep, ain't it? What's that? Oh, that's the moon. Yeah, ain't no sound, ain't no temperature. They love to tell you that it's cold. It ain't cold up, man. Listen. It's not what you think it is. It's burning hot up there, yo. It's burning hot. They done showed you it's burning hot. And they got a motherfucker thinking it's ice cold up there, lying son of a bitches. When you see them go up there and you see that supposed, they show you, but they don't show you the full fucking thing because it's water up there. It's water. But when you go through that, like as you going through that portal, it's hot, it's heat. And then it's water, bruh. And it's not what you, man. If the water was cold up there, wouldn't it be in a solid form? Think about how fast shit move up there, bruh. When something could ever move fast as that shit moving and it be cold. Just think, friction, all of them principles and stuff. Y'all, it don't make no sense what they be telling y'all. How the fuck can fire come off the sun as a big ass solar wave and it's cold up there? Y'all think if the radiation from the sun hot enough to burn this bitch, burn the goddamn heat off your back, you really believe that up there in that water is cold? Just really think about that. No, because people don't like it, the shit be stupid as fuck, but you just ain't never, like motherfuckers just ain't never really sat and think about what the fuck they trying to tell you right now. You seeing big ass waves of fucking metal, because that's what the sun's shooting out. Hot lava fucking metal. And then the radiation from the sun alone is hot enough to burn your back on this planet, and you supposedly millions of miles away from it. That's an illusion too, but I ain't even finna go that deep today. Because if I told you you create the sun and the moon too, that'll really fuck you up. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. But somebody know I'm telling the truth right now. But anyway, how in the fuck could that be cold? They even show you, like, when they trying to break lower Earth orbit and it go up through there, you don't see nothing but fire. Remember, they fire, and then it get up and it go in the water. Bitch, how the fuck is cold encased in fire? Bitch, you a fire being right now. What's in you? Fire. The cosmos, hot as fuck, nigga. That shit on a high ass frequency. Heat move fast and then move on plasma. Plasma energy is on a high frequency. So it's gotta move fast. So that's why it's getting hotter on this plane. Plasma energy is making it hotter. It's a faster electron. It rotates faster. It rotates like the cosmos, because the cosmos is plasma energy. Over and understand what's happening. Who is creating the plasma energy on this earth? You are, you cosmic being, because you creating your own reality right now. And you setting up the program. See? Fucking them up. You setting up the program. You creating your own reality now. You done turned into the master programmer now. So what you say is what's finna go. Because what you said is always what went. You just didn't realize what you said was what went, right? Because you create your own heaven and hell here, because you create your own simulation. So ask yourself this question right now talking to me. Am I real, or is this something that you created in this program to give you this message right now so you will understand? Because I'm not real. This is not real. This is not reality. Our reality is somewhere else. You creating your program. Didn't you decide to get up and turn on this phone right now and come on this live? So you created this experience. Did you not? And that's the same way it go in this plane. So you can't go to somebody and think that they is going to do anything in you in this plane except for manipulate and use your energy. Anything that you want to create in this plane, the Great Mother gave you the power to create it yourself. But people tend to want to make excuses for why they can't and not why they can. Because you can do anything that you will yourself to do, but do you have the will to carry through with what you're trying to do? Or are you a dependent? Have you become dependent on these beings for everything? Because a motherfucker shouldn't be out here talking about they hungry when it's seeds and ground and dirt every fucking where. Everything y'all create and all of these boundaries y'all done created on the earth, all these states, all of this somebody's property, all of this shit was created by man. That ain't got nothing to do with Tiamat. It ain't got nothing to do with the omniverse. That's why it's all getting destroyed right now. Because I said it don't exist. Boundaries don't exist. These countries don't exist. This language don't exist. These words don't exist. This is a false product from when we fell. All of this shit got created by fucking clones. Fuck all of y'all. May it take you. I'm tired. Bruh. That's why the sun wiping they board right now. That's why the sun killing they blood right now. Motherfuckers can't breathe, bitch. Good, bitch. That's what you get. Motherfucker, bit man. I don't feel sorry for a soul. Bruh, this the reckoning. So I don't feel sorry for a soul. I'm straight 0 point with this, bruh. Motherfucker tired. They're gonna keep the frequency of the earth down till they out of here. Bruh, get up out of here. Because the ugly shit, like I said, I'm telepathic. I can see the ugliest shit. Motherfuckers be up here with masks on. And I be trying to tell people, like, it's really for me about the kids. I think that's what it's really about for me. It's about the kids, because that's the most innocent iteration of how we first came into existence. Is our journey as children. That's when you at your most powerful. But we always think the child got the wrong idea. But the child come out right, and then we fuck them up. When the child come out, is the child working? No, the child is playing. The child is using the stimuli of its environment to learn, to program itself. A child come out, it know what it want to be. You knew what your dreams and aspirations was. You knew who you were before somebody broke your spirit. Because you came out off of the damn cosmic womb with the imprint right on you. You was fresh off the press. That's how we was. We was childlike, but childlike in innocence. Understand? In innocence, meaning that we knew that this was a learning experience. We was here to learn. We knew we was babies in the cosmos, and we knew that this was for us to learn. So we was like a baby here. And everybody look at the kids and not realizing that's where you need to get back to. Because when they put all of these titles and all of that stuff, you didn't have none of that shit when you was a baby. You didn't have no language. You wasn't on no alpha, beta, no type of system. You was on the cosmic system. You know how you know you was on the cosmic system? Because you had the most hours of REM sleep that you ever had in your life happens when you're a baby. So what does that mean? That means you are on the other side still trying to get your instructions. And that's when these goddamn people on demon time attack. They're attacking the innocence and fucking up your program before you could even fully get it. So that's why this got to get fucked up. And that's why people can't breathe and stuff. Because some of them motherfuckers that can't breathe is the same motherfuckers that's breathing down kids' necks at night doing the motherfucking worst. But you're too busy to notice these people because they talk good and they good orators and you think they such good motherfucking people. The reckoning, though, y'all. That's what it is. And that's what I wanted to let y'all know. So y'all finna see a lot of so-called conscious leaders getting ready to fall down. Y'all motherfuckers hurt kids. Y'all hurt little boys, little girls, women and shit. I hope the great mother, I hope Anubis in them, man. And I'm talking about the program of Anubis that I created, bitch. And that we all create, bitch. Because these is archetypes of energy, bitch. This magnetism, bitch. This is the pendulum swinging back on your ass, bitch. Let it take you, bitch. You, man, you dirty bitch. I ain't got no love for a pedophile, yo. And I know who all of them is up here flag fronting, bitch. And I'm telling you right now, bitch. I'm telling you right now, the great mother on your ass. This year is your motherfucking year, boy. This year, your motherfucking year to fall, bitch, to fall. All of them false prophets, yo. Watch what's getting ready to happen to them, yo. Watch it. Just watch, like motherfucking watch night. They ass get ready to get knocked off, bruh. And that's what they ass goddamn get. You out here misleading and hurting fucking kids, hurting women, hurting little boys and stuff. Out here on the innocence, teaching false doctrines and shit. Ain't in tune with nothing but your motherfucking wallet and your goddamn ego. Watch what happened to them, y'all. Well, I ain't finna ride on their ass no more, y'all, tonight. But I want y'all, for real, Always remember that you the solution. Always remember that you is creating this reality here that is false, but you in it's like a virtual simulation of what is real, but this is not real. It's just not. It's the inverse. It's the inverse of everything you're doing right now. It's the inverse of really what reality is. But while you're in the inverse, while you in reverse, that's why they be like they reversed you. While we in reverse, you pick up these lessons and you pull your energy back in. That's what it's about. It's about you studying yourself. That's the only way you're going to get closer to the knowledge, the real knowledge, the knowledge that was out here before a book was wrote. Because that's what's available to you if you come from Solar. You ain't got to read a book. You don't got to go to a master teacher. There's no such thing as a master teacher, y'all. It's only master students. Anybody out here that's claiming a title is all, man. I never understand it. Like, how can you think a person come from the great mother when they divide themselves from her by saying they something? You really like, that just hit me. I was just sitting here and she like, yo, for real, how can you come from the great mother if you claiming a title here? Y'all help me. You chief of something here. You a god. What? That shit's up there, all energy. Them names, none of that shit don't exist up there. Like, what the fuck is we doing? So how the hell would the great mother tell you you coming here and you an Anunnaki from the 19th galaxy or the 10th dimension or what the fuck? And what? I believe a bitch more if they come here and be like, I'm a sine wave. I'm infinite. I'd be like, okay, this motherfucker knows something. See, that done flew over a bitch head right there. Up there, you a sine wave. You a frequency. You a fucking energy. So how the fuck would you say you coming from the great mother and you coming down here over this dominion of anything? When up there, you just a frequency of it all. You created it all. So how the fuck is she gonna send you down here and tell you that you supposed to get a tribe of people to divide themselves and you dividing yourself off from her because you claiming dominion to something that don't exist. This ain't even your home. How the fuck you come from the cosmos when everybody up there is the same light? And you gonna come down here and be like, I'm a Anunnaki, I'm a Pleiadian, what's some other one, I'm a Arcturian or all of that. What? Huh? You using something that's created in this simulation to say something about something out there that's still a part of this simulation. Do you understand what I'm saying? The cosmos is part of this simulation. The rendition of the cosmos that y'all got is the part of this simulation. And you create that, bruh. That only exists here. The number 19 don't exist in the goddamn astrals, fool. Man, good grief. See, I'm finna go too deep. I feel it coming on. Shift your mind. I know he a pedophile. Do you think Z York is a pedophile too? Yes. Yes. Go check out Bro Sanchez channel. There's a couple other brothers that's talking heavy about that. That done pulled up the court documents. That done pulled up the motherfucking HSV2 fucking report showing that he had herpes simplex 2 and gave it to them people. They got the paternity test for the motherfucking 2 kids that he had by the underage girls. And then they actually had motherfucking eyewitnesses that was on the show. And then they went to another show, his homeboy show, and they was just chopping it up. That's the shit that made me come on this goddamn post tonight. Because you got people out here defending the worst and fucking lying. And I'm tired. But I ain't never been on that new Wapian bullshit because that's a motherfucking bullshit. And I don't care. Feel however you feel. That shit was created by man. Ain't no man. A motherfucker ain't ready. A motherfucker ain't ready because feelings finna be hurt. Feelings finna be hurt. Feelings finna be hurt. I couldn't even read that whole motherfucking book. It's a plagiarized fucking lie, bruh. Fucking trash. Anybody read them holy tablets for real? I ain't even make it through chapter 1. Threw that shit away, bruh. I can't believe a bitch made millions off of that shit. Man, leave me alone. I ain't got no love for no pedophiles, man. I ain't finna get up here and hold no flag for no fucking man. Fuck them all, let them burn. And anybody that want to support somebody that's a documented pedophile, that's got several documented victims that's that came forward, that got women right now that's telling their story, you ought to be slapped across your mouth to the victims of this man. It was one sister on the show tonight I was watching about that shit. And she was telling her story, yo. And imagine being a child, y'all. No, for real, fuck this. Imagine, like, it's the worst that you could imagine. Because you remember when we was spiritual and we was in religion, right? And we ain't had no choice but to go to church. Your mama and make you go to church. And you used to hate it, and you be in the pew, and you fell asleep or got distracted. You either get swatted or your grandma got to give you candy and shit to stay woke because you don't feel like you're supposed to be there, but ain't nothing you could do. They forcing you. Okay, that's one degree of it. Now imagine your parents getting in this cult and forcing you to be a part of that and forcing you to have sex with this motherfucker as young as 6. Instead of going to the church and sitting on the pew, they give you to this motherfucker because he say he the goddamn reincarnation of Osiris, old dirty bastard. When he know, look, see, ODB, shout out to you. But when he know he ain't no guy, because I ain't mean to even call it, no, he not. But he a dirty bastard though, for real. But you the reincarnation of Osiris? Really? Really, nigga? We all the reincarnation of Osiris. Osiris is our fucking story. All of us is. You got scattered all over the fucking earth. That's all your genetic codes from all over the earth. Man, come on. You can't, but man. Y'all, I'm going to tell you like this. Any motherfucker. Now I don't give a fuck who it is that's on here defending that motherfucker. You can hit the goddamn unfollow button on me, you pussy bitch. Because I'm going to tell you like this. If you in bed with a motherfucking pedophile, that means you won too. And your head need to get chopped off goddamn next. Anybody that's in this community that's beatboxing for that motherfucker and that's on here lying, trying to recreate that motherfucker like he's some goddamn messiah. When he heard all them motherfucking kids and shit, I hope the great mother take your ass right from here. And I been knew them motherfuckers was phony, and I been knew you was fake, motherfucker. And you would be the first motherfucking Indian of the clan I would have scalped, bitch. You would be the first head that would go on the stake, bitch. You the motherfucking first, bitch. I'll put the tar on, bitch. Now take that. You lying ass motherfuckers that's out here misleading the goddamn spiritual community, telling motherfuckers they gotta claim a title and all of this sovereign Moorish ass bullshit. Fuck them. And then you done knew all of this just crazy shit. Entering into contracts and all of this shit when none of that shit exists. Fuck all of them. They all a bunch of liars. And all of this stuff is easily documented. And I just want to say this. The FBI didn't set that motherfucker up. The whistle got blown on him by people in his home organization that he was hurting. Man, a lot of shit came out in that discussion on Bro Sanchez and them show. And then they went into another brother's show, his other friend. And people was on that shit. If anybody was on that goddamn shit tonight, throw a 1 in the motherfucking chat. Because they was even saying dropping shit I ain't even know. Did y'all know that motherfucker was up in upstate New York and at first he was calling himself a goddamn Indian chief and had them motherfuckers up there wearing cowboy hats and shit? Oh, you thought he was always on the Egyptian thing? He ain't pulled that shit out his bag until motherfucking Atlanta. When he got buck wild with fucking raping children. And if you know any fucking thing about Atlanta, then you know Atlanta is known for child rape and all of that type of shit. Atlanta been known for hurting kids. Kids go missing in Georgia, bruh. It's one of the worst states for that shit. Ritualistic sacrifices. Motherfucker, I grew up in the 80s. When they had the goddamn Atlanta child murderers, motherfucking black kids was coming up goddamn missing. Motherfucker, every time you sat a goddamn milk carton down, motherfucker on the side of the goddamn carton. You looking at the carton, you like, shit, I hope it ain't me. So he came down to a goddamn city where he already knew the goddamn shit was lax and he goddamn abused them women and fucking kids and shit. And fucked them people up. Because that's one of the worst crimes, y'all. That's one of the worst crimes when somebody attack your root chakra like that because it fucks you up. Because your root chakra is attached to your crown chakra. They feed off the same energy. So when somebody attacking your root, they taking energy from your crown. Over and understand where I'm going. That's the worst thing you could do to a child. Because you fuck their crown up, you fuck they link up to the higher self. That's a tactic of that lowered man. May the great mother take them all, man. I got no mercy for these people, y'all. I got no mercy for these people, y'all. I got no mercy for a pedophile, man. I just hope, man, come on, man. I can't believe we even got to be talking like this right now. All of these people, see, this is why I be home to myself right now. Because I know I'm supposed to be here to help build. So I'm just trying to do my task. But I tell you, y'all, look, I don't know how y'all ain't, I can't, look. It's all in the media. It's all everywhere what these people is doing. And people still idolizing these people, following these people, listening to like, what the fuck is wrong with people? And then that's when I realized that the reason why they okay with it because they is it too. It'll get ugly. A lot of people out here raping kids, y'all. A lot of people out here hiding that kids is getting raped, y'all. A lot of people out here done been victims of the shit and re-perpetuating it or not saying nothing because they went through it and they just like, oh, that motherfucker get through it. You ain't got a lot of people that's real steppers for children, y'all. Yeah, they resonate with them pedo motherfucking files. You on there watching them motherfuckers talking about all of this spaceship shit and all of that. What the fuck are inorganic? What the fuck you need a spaceship for? You a goddamn light body. Bitch, you sound stupid as fuck. Who up there in a spaceship? Who up there in some dense ass metal? Bitch, please. How you traveling through the... Look, metal only exists in this plane. Didn't we just say that this the light plane and it's most dense? So how the fuck is you going to take a metal alloy somewhere else to another plane? Please help me. How is you going to get it through the wormhole portal? Please explain that to me, because the wormhole portal ain't nothing but light energy. So how the fuck you finna get that energetic form through any time of wormhole portal? Help me out. Y'all help me. I'm going to help you to help yourself right now. We don't need no spaceship, motherfucker. We travel as light. Motherfucker, we travel as celestial. Bitch, we flame through the goddamn air. You probably think it's an asteroid. It's a celestial, bitch. Man, nobody need no fucking spaceship. What the fuck for? It's all energy up there, y'all. When it come down to this plane, it get density. The density that it takes is the form of a plasma energy fireball, but that's something coming back to here in a physical form of energy. Shay, as above, so below. Well, all right, y'all. I ain't gonna get too deep because, you know, I could go real crazy on that, because when you really get a grasp of it, like, you realize what's happening in the cosmos is happening in you, and you controlling that, and your genetics is linked to that, and with certain things that you do in this simulation to unlock genetic codes causes certain things to manifest in the cosmos, because it had to manifest from the cosmos to affect you down here. So it's like you very linked to that energy and to those cycles, and you create them, because you the only being that's here from solar, from the cosmos. So you create the magnetism and bring the magnetism of the cosmos here, because you is the black hole. You a walking black hole. You the portal. So you the whole battery for this realm right here. The energy that you radiate. And the clones and the NPCs, they can't create that energy, so they suck your energy dry. It's everything is an exchange of energy. And then they put all of this inorganic stuff around you to suck your energy, to deplete you. Because this plane wouldn't have any cosmic energy if you didn't exist. It wouldn't exist. Because the only energy that creates this simulation is the cosmic energy that's housed within you. So that's why I say you create this reality, what you give energy to, because that's what you created. Now that might be deep, but just think about what I just said and then just meditate on that. If you can't enter and understand what I just said, just meditate on it and you're going to see it. But you got to go to the 0 point. You got to be meditating to the 0 point, y'all. You got to take that time with yourself right now, not with nobody. You can't be looking like, oh, I got to build this with a tribe. No, you got to be a sovereign individual soul. Where your journey leads you is where it's going to lead you. But you got to plan for self and what you know. And stop trying to always include everybody in your shit. Great Mother sent you down the portal by yourself. get fine with being by yourself, because you're here to do a task. So if she sent you in a portal by yourself, 9 times out of 10, if you're working for the Great Mother, you're going to be working by yourself, because you're not attached to physical attachments. You won't be even attached to physical beings. So it'll be hard to have that exchange with another being, because you won't be attached to that. Shit's too real. Like when you get really up there, like you ain't just sacred energy exchanging with anybody. You ain't doing that. So it's real deep. You become alone, but you're not really alone. Because people tap their root really because they need stimulation. They don't know how to stimulate themselves. And don't get me wrong, when I say stimulation, I mean they don't know how to stimulate their mind. Your mind go to wandering, and then that energy transfer to your root, and instead of you bringing it back up there, you think you're horny and you go out here and you do that. That's where you done lost. Not saying that you ain't supposed to get horny and do that. It's a time and an energy for it. But when that shit just come on you like that's not what you're supposed to do. That's the principality of lust, and you giving it dominion over you. You creating your heaven or your hell. You understand? Because you get that feeling and you feel like, oh, I'm finna go F. That ain't what you're supposed to do. But if you give your energy to the energy of lust, to the program of lust, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to be in lust, right? But if you felt that energy and you realize, oh, my energy now dissipated from my crown, I need to sit down and move my energy back up, and you start to meditate, then you made a different choice. Then you didn't choose a carnal principality down here to create your reality. You chose to get back in tune and pull your energy back up with your crown so you can see everything. And then when you see everything, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get some mega ass download that you was trying to get. And this dimension pulled you into your root to try to fuck you up. And you made a choice. See where I'm going with this? How it's choices, you making the choices. And ain't no right or wrong path. You understand what I'm saying? Eventually you'll pick it up. If not this iteration of a flash, it'll be another iteration of a flash, maybe in another dimension. If you come from Polaris, if you a real, cosmic being, then you get many shots at this. Like, that's what I be telling people. Like, ain't no good or bad, really. You understand what I'm saying? That frequency of pedophilia, though, that's a frequency that's just here. That's a frequency that came from clone beings and inorganicness. That's not... It's a rogue wave. It's the best way I can explain it. Like, it's a rogue artifact. I have to get into that another time. I don't even want to get into all of that. But just over and understand, like, that energy got to dissipate. So that's what we kind of here to do. This dimension is getting ready to die. But before it dies, some energy got to be dissipated. And that's what we're here to do. That's all we're here to do. And as you see in this dimension, you know what I'm saying? This dimension going to implode and that one going to explode. You see what I'm saying? We're going to explode into the new dimension. So you seeing this dimension die. You seeing everything, all the illusions come off because the energy, we taking the energy from here and we getting ready to shift it, and we are shifting it there. You see what I'm saying? Implosion, everything here finna collapse. All the energy getting ready to be sucked from it. So everything that's in it, you getting ready to see all of that shit just getting ready to get shifted to the new dimensional plane. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to see explosions, implosions, all kind of shit. You understand? You're going to see water moving, land exploding, everything. Because understand, as this dimension dies, The energy goes from here and creates the new dimension that you're going to be seeing. You see where I'm going with this? It's splitting off. We splitting off. That's all. Ashe? Well, I done been on here like an hour and a half. I gotta go and do some little stuff around here or whatever. So it was, you know what I'm saying, really good talking to y'all. But always remember, tribe, if you want to know something about the omniverse, anything outside of yourself, look in yourself. Because I promise you, you is the footprint of the cosmos. So everything about you is what's important to the cosmos. Anything a man wrote in this dimension is not as important. Let the book go and become the living book. Do you hear me? Let the book go and become the living book. And write your own story. It's your turn now. It's your turn now. So use it. Stop going off of when it was somebody else's turn now. It was their turn and they wrote their book from their perspective. And that's where they was at then. But we in a new energy. It's a new perspective. It's a new plane. It's time for you now. Do you see? We can't go off of the past because the past occurred or is occurring, but this is occurring, the future occurring. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's time for you now. You got to stop trying to go back and be what we was in the past because we wasn't never that either. So I'm trying to tell you, still trying to be something that's after we fell. You trying to find what's hidden that they don't want you to know what you was before the first book was ever wrote. Because a motherfucker didn't need a book. And that's the shit that they talking about, all shrouded in mystery or that you don't know at all. Them ancestors whose bodies not on this earth because they knew better than to leave they imprint here. Ashe. All right. So peace, power, and protection, tribe. I know some of y'all had questions and stuff, but when I come back on, what I'll probably do is I'll do this a little better. And after I talk a little bit, I'll ask for questions. Because y'all know, as I said, I'm the student. You understand what I'm saying? But really, like, I really want people to start taking their questions and taking them questions and asking yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The question ain't for me. The question is for you. You looking at me, mirror, and I'm looking at you. See this mirror? You already know the answer to the question. You just won't sit down with yourself and figure it out. You looking for me in the mirror as the shortcut. And the mirror looking back at you like you already got the answer. That's why I'm coming at you as your reflection, because everything that I'm reflecting right now, everything that I'm resonating with you right now is just a mirror of yourself. I told you, you came on this discussion. You created this reality for yourself. This version of me that you're saying is your creation of your reality, just like this version of you all that I'm seeing is the version of reality here that I am creating for my experience in this program. Over and understand. So on this lesson, you are here for me to tell you that. And you programmed this so I could come here to tell you that. Question yourself. Mirror. Go sit down with that question and ask yourself. Because you already know the answer. And then you're going to come to me the next time and you'll just be looking at me and getting a confirmation. And eventually you won't even need the confirmation from me, because even on the confirmation, you still unsure of what you know to be true. But one day you're going to get to a point where you don't even need no confirmation no more, because you're going to know that it's you and that it's you. And once you get there, that's it. All illusions fall off. But it's work to that. I had to do a lot of work for that. I'm going to just say this and I'm going to go. People be on here like it's all easy. Nope. It wasn't easy to deal with myself. Like, you your own worst opponent. And when I was 3, I had got up to 317 pounds, y'all. And what people don't realize is fat is an endocrine hormone. But fat is what the soul creates with energy that it can't use. Density that the soul can't use manifests in the form of fat. See, they don't teach you the right stuff about your body. Like, they don't teach you that energy comes from the soul, in different forms of energy are housed in different ways in your body, dealing with the psychosomatic manifestations of what you're going through. So 9 times out of 10, if you fat, you depressed. You depressed because you heavy on your soul. It's real deep. The metaphysics to what you are reflecting is what's inside of you. You're reflecting that. Because the fat really don't exist. You creating that fat with your mind because you heavy, and then you putting that in your hologram, and your hologram is showing you as this big ass blob. Unhealthy, breaking down. Why? Because your energy, you taking in a bunch of energy you can't use. Your soul is trying to tell you to sit down and think. But your brain that been programmed to go out here and eat all of this inorganic food. You taking in inorganic data. You taking in data from the food. But it's the data that your body can't use, because your body don't need fuel. It needs cosmic energy. It needs to sit down and recalibrate. So what happens? You get that fat and then you can't recalibrate. And what happens? You get out of balance. Your soul out of balance. So I was heavy when I first started this journey. But something changed within me, over and understand. And I took the time with myself, and then now I'm less heavy. And what y'all see me projecting is a way smaller me. But understand, every fat that y'all saw wasn't really fat. It was emotions and energy that I had to dissipate in a different way. And understand, as I lost fat, I lost friends. People don't talk about that. When you lose weight, you will lose friends. Why is that? Because your soul is getting to a different vibratory level. You're not so low anymore. And them people can't fuck with that magnetism, that new magnetism that you're putting out. To the eyes of this realm, the light appears beautiful. You appear smaller or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? You're just seeing less atoms. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what it appears, like you lost the weight, but you done gained magnetism. You losing the weight, but you gaining magnetism, y'all. So then them low vibratory souls that's done been around you, that you'd have been feeding off of and been feeding off of you, they can't feed off of you no more. So when you start dropping them weight and you start vibrating higher and stuff, you're going to lose friends. People going to go away. But that's just because you increasing in frequency. And then sometimes people get depressed with that, but then sometimes people don't. And it's important for weight loss to go through the journey naturally. The reason why them people who have weight loss and be heavy and go out here and get all of this laser lipo and everything, why they still fucked up in the head is because the soul ain't done the work to repair itself. So you still got that same fucked up soul. You done just fucked up with the illusion to make yourself look less dense, but bitch, you still dense in the head. Because the weight loss that you losing, you not losing just density of the body. You losing the shit that's fucking with your soul. You gaining magnetism. So until you do that actual action, nothing else you do is going to make you happy. And that's why these people so fucked up in the head and out here doing all of this. Body enhancement, all of this, BBLs, moving fat, doing all of this stuff because you fucked up in the head because you ain't dealt with the shit that's going on in your soul and you trying to find an inorganic solution to an organic problem. Organic means within the organ system. What's beyond the organ system is the soul. The organs is just the physical manifestation of the energies of the soul. In this plane, different forms of light take different shapes. That's your organ system. Why they call them organs? Because they are really frequencies. Just like the organs that you would play in have frequencies. They don't call them organs for nothing, y'all. Every organ got a frequency because the frequency is what creates the organ. Y'all better hear me. And the frequency is what's coming from the soul. And that's your whole endocrine system that's attached to the fat. Now y'all feel me? Fat is an endocrine organ. It's psychosomatic. The more depressed you are, the fatter you gonna be. Period. If you looking in the mirror and you heavy because you're depressed. Motherfucker ain't gonna tell you the truth, but I'm finna tell you the truth. You need to deal with that shit. Not because the weight loss is gone. The weight loss is really your soul vibrating faster. When atoms move faster, they appear what? Less dense. They tell you straight up, when you lose weight, you don't lose fat cells. You still got the same amount of fat cells there. The fat cells just decrease. Like they expand and then they contract. So when you lose weight naturally, you still got the same amount of cells. They just contract. They lose what? Density. Y'all. That's the only thing that exists on this plane for real. Not gravity, motherfucker. You create gravity with your head because they told you that shit exists. Density, bitch. It's just density, motherfucker. Density and buoyancy, bitch. Because if it was a such thing as gravity, a motherfucker couldn't fly a plane in the air. Y'all better stop playing with me. A plane can get in the air because of the principle of buoyancy. Then I told you a goddamn lie. Think about that, motherfucker. The plane going fast enough to float on the top of the goddamn water. If you ran across the water real fast right now in the ocean, you would be able to walk on the ocean. You would be able to ski across that bitch. Would you not? Oh, shit. This is a lesser form of density down here. The air is a lesser form of density and you moving very slower. If you had something that put aerodynamics on you, that could help them when the air be more dense up under you, help you skim faster across the water, you would motherfucking float. That's them people that had them little paraglider shits that be like, that's water, bitch. That's a form of water. You think this air, this is water. And that's density. So if you could split them atoms on the density principle of air, because air is a form of water, over and understand. So it's fire. Like it's all forms of water. So it's, man, it's all forms of water. It's just different densities. I'm trying to told you. Think about it. When you propel off that building, you just putting the more dense atoms of air below you, the more dense water. You cutting, you skimming, so you floating, bitch. Exactly. Well, you're right. Air is a less dense form of water, and you could change the properties of air to make it more dense so you could float on it. And that's the principles of aerodynamics, what they call aerodynamics. Using angles to bend the air, which is a less dense form of water, to make the more density up under you so you have buoyancy to float and go across. And you got to be moving fast as fuck. To skim across any water, you got to move fast. So that's why they put jets on the plane, so you can move fast. If you had a jet on you right now, jet skis use the same principle on the more dense form of water. When you pull across that shit, do you break the water plane or do you float right across? You feeling more density because it's more turbulence, because that's a more dense form of water right there. And you interact. Ionic exchange with those atoms is different, so it feels more dense. We talking about ionic exchange. Your cells in your body are covalent. They form the covenant. They are bonded forever. This is the imprint of the cosmos that you manifested here in a 3D form to do your task. But the environment is ionic exchange. I take in ions from my environment and then I create this reality from ions, energy, ions, a form of atom. Now you see, I am atom. I'm in atom, in a covalent bond right now. I made a covenant when I came here with the Great Mother, covalently to bond this density to do a task. Okay, I interact with the plane to create a virtual reality in this plane with ionic exchange, with the atoms around me. But none of this exists. And that ionic exchange is what makes me feel the only thing that exists, which is density, not gravity. And there you have it, folks. So what is physics all about? Creating technology. Ain't got shit to do with the cosmos. There you have it. But everything I just said is a what? A process of the body, right? So study the body. Study the cosmos tribe. Study self. All right? And that's good advice that y'all giving too about, listen, I don't take multivitamins. Let me just say that too. Don't take no multivitamins, y'all. Don't take nothing over the counter. No, none of them supplements that they sell. Look, I used to work for a vitamin manufacturer, bruh. That ain't what you want. I will tell you that the best nutrients that's not broken down is just like probably being said in this chat, comes from the colorful, leafy fruits, vegetables, and especially herbs, but this is what people leave out, and trace minerals. For carbon beings, y'all, listen. Trace minerals is more important for us than anything because the food that we eat is mineral depleted. We need the minerals more than the food. So enter and overstand, the ground dead. So unless you energize the ground right now, because the ground dead, it's being re-terraformed though. But if you dealing on the ground that ain't been re-terraformed yet, then you either got to infuse it with energy and infuse it with minerals, which could be compost, which could be copper. You understand, that type of stuff, to increase, to get the minerals, to get the electricity into the food. You need the electricity into the food, y'all. And you need to get the food as close to when it's picked as possible. That's why it's important to grow your own food, because it's done been sitting there. The more longer it sits, the less energy it's got, the more dead it's becoming. So that's why when you go and buy food that's still on the vine, it's better for you than when you buy food that's already plucked from the vine. But over and even understand, any food, once you pluck it, it immediately starts the process of decay. And the more decay it has, the less it's going to work for you. So a lot of this food that they got in these Whole Foods and shit like that, even though it look healthy, you got to think about it. You eating an unstable mineral. You eating something that's unstable. It's already breaking down. So what does unstable atoms do in the body? They become oxidative free radicals, things like that destroy. You want food that's whole. You want food that came out of the ground that day if you could get it that fresh. I'm trying to told you something. That's why it's important to grow your own food. Because you're getting the highest mineral content in addition to the everything else. But it's the minerals. We mineral depleted. Like most of us is copper depleted very badly. A lot of minerals get stripped from us, and they know the minerals is what we need to feed off the sun. See, just get ready to, the minerals are metals. What do metals do? Metals conduct energy. So just imagine you got a ball of energy, right? That's your cells or your atoms, right? We're going to break it down to the atom. We getting ready to go all the way, take a cell all the way down to the atoms that form the cell. Let's go, because this is where we need to go to so y'all can understand. So those atoms, remember I told you the soul forms a covalent bond. Now imagine that atom. It looked just like the sun, And it's got all of these loops radiating around that motherfucker. Just loops, right? Loops in orbit, right? And then the minerals are like satellites. The minerals are around that atoms like satellites. They conduct energy, and then they refract that energy to the next atom that's by it to help keep the bond stronger, so they could communicate. Now you get it? The minerals is the satellite that the atoms that make up the cells communicate to form the covalent bond to make the cell. That's how deep I'm getting with you, because I need you to understand how your cell is breaking down, because you ain't got the minerals. If you ain't got the minerals, then them atoms that make up every cell cannot communicate with each other, and then they break down and the cell die. See how simple that was? But they ain't going to teach it to you like that, because they don't want a motherfucker to know what's up for real. So what is the vegetable? The vegetable is just the vehicle that houses the genetics, DNA, because we use the DNA from the vegetables to replace certain codes and give us certain codes, because vegetables and, plant life houses cosmic memory as well, because it takes in radiation from the sun and forms a memory in the form of a gene. The imprint of the sun's data on a plant is its genes. When you ingest that plant, the important parts of it is the genes, the genetics, giving you immortality, and the minerals. The plant really is the house for the minerals that you need in order for your cells to communicate once they get the codes from the cosmos that the plants have absorbed, which is all data for your body. A gene is nothing more than data. Exactly. Cells need to talk. Cells need minerals to talk. Minerals are metals. They conduct energy. Now you get it. The more minerals you have in your body, the more covalent bond, the stronger the covalent bonds is of your cell. So you won't break down as fast. Now you get it. Why they be putting that rare minerals all on their face and stuff like that and all of that shit. You're mineral depleted. Real simple. But they don't tell people it like that. I'm like, why don't y'all just tell y'all got the idea of satellites from the minerals in our goddamn cells, bitch. You communicate through satellites the same way that our cells communicate with each other, through the minerals. See how they just studied your body, the old concepts that we had, and they turned it into inorganic technology against you. Now they got satellites fighting your cells. Oh, shit. Now do you get it? How that satellite is fighting the satellites that's within you? Now you get how they could take a satellite and hit your frequency with the minerals that's in you, because those minerals are little satellites. Now you get this 4G radiation. And why I'm telling you to detox. Now you get the detoxification. Why that's important. Removing toxins. Toxins also affect the communication with the cells. Toxins, radiation, the wrong radiation that they hitting us with on the satellites to try to block the cosmic radiation that affects our satellites and powers us up. So when you detox, you can use more of your energy, satellites, to take the cosmic energy in. Because everything around us is detoxing us and depleting us from minerals, y'all. The minerals that we need. They're giving you the false minerals that they created to fuck with the real shit. They changed the periodic table, y'all. That's not the real periodic table, y'all. It's only one fucking element. It's goddamn hydrogen, bitch, and I wish a bitch had challenged me on it. It's only one element. It's hydrogen. And everything else is a derivative of hydrogen. Fuck with me. Somebody better know it. If you took organic motherfucking chemistry, all you see is hydrogens on the end of them goddamn C's. I said organic chemistry. Fuck inorganic chemistry. That ain't got shit to do with us. You want to know good herbs? Hey, this the mirror. What I tell you? What I just tell you in the mirror? You asking yourself that question. You ought to go look that up right now. Somebody got to research. You ought to research that. What's some good herbs? Because guess what? What somebody telling you is a good herb for them might not be a good herb for you. Because you ain't got the same genetics as that person and you don't need the same shit. You could take a herb that's good for one person and it actually fuck you up. That's why you got to do your own research. So that's why I don't get on here. I tell you what I use, but just because I use it don't mean you can use it and get the same benefit. Shit, I'm an Omega Dragon. I'm an O negative, the oldest bloodline in the Omniverse. When bloodline got created over this bitch in density. So I'm way different. I don't need a lot of trace minerals. Because my blood vibrate faster. But that's a whole different story for a different day. Some of us just gonna have an easier time because of our blood and our genetics. The shit's just real. Motherfuckers be trying to false. No, the shit do matter. Fuck that. Genetics matter and how you gonna ascend. Yes, the fuck it do. Bloodline do. Blood matter. It matters because everybody not an original bloodline. So some people ain't, but so far they're going to be able to get. This is just real. But enter and overstand, that don't got nothing to do with the soul. That's just got to do with this dimensional plane and the experience that you chose to come here and have. Enter and overstand. Just because a being can manipulate this plane, what is that power over the physical plane? That still don't got nothing to do with the cosmos. This is what I'm trying to help people understand. Just because I'm a magi here, that means I can manipulate the physical realm. But what do that have to do with up there? It's a total different energy. So over and understand. Some of us got a little bit of extra codes because we need to be doing stuff down here because we got shit we got to do. And some of us don't need them codes because that ain't your motherfucking job. So you ain't got to worry about that shit. Some people ain't got no job at all, but just to come back down here and awaken with the codes that's in them and take them back to the cosmic mind. And then you got some motherfuckers that they're reincarnated. That's the motherfucking strike force, bitch. We just come out, you know, we don't be down this bitch. We just come down this bitch at one time only. We just come to dimensions at one time just to shift them bitches. And then we go back and rest, bitch. We go back and rest, motherfucker. Like, for real. Like, I done died before. I know what it's like. Eternal, you just chilling, motherfucker, in the blackness, bitch. Ain't nothing. It's just peaceful as fuck. That's when you are prime. You just energy. You just the consciousness moving at that point. You not trapped like, man. You will hope to not have to reincarnate into no dense form. You will hope to just be able to just be in eternal peace and not, man. You will hope to just be able to be up there in the bliss, bruh. Somebody that done died know what I'm talking about. And you know, if you done had that experience, I'm speaking from my experience. So I don't know, but from my experience, when I passed, it was nothing and everything in the same moment. Wasn't no fucking light. See no light at all. I was in straight, man, I was like, it almost felt like I was suspended. But it wasn't no body. I didn't have no body, y'all. It wasn't like it was a body form where I was at. It was just, It was just like a vast expanse of just blackness, like just darkness. But it wasn't like dark. That might sound strange, and it was just like when I was there, I just remember feeling peace. Like, you know, like you done had the best sleep you ever had. Like, you know, when you be sleep and you know how like you done had a good sleep and you just like feel like you so refreshed. Like everything just fell off of you. Like you just get this refreshed feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like when you in a real deep, good ass sleep. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I felt, yo. I was 15 when I had that experience. But I didn't fully understand what that, or enter and understand what that experience was. I died twice. One time I went to Rod 2. Motherfucker sent me back. Don't never call them bitches if you die. Just know that if you go, motherfucker go. Don't call on nobody. Just shoot up to the summit, bitch, because they're going to send you back. Don't call on none of them. Because I called on, you understand, and I went to and then I got sent back. But I say that to say this, like, it's all just energy, y'all. It's not what people think it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you do a simulation of death every night when you go to sleep. People want to know what death is. It's just like sleep. It really is. It's no different. Your brain patterns and everything show the same type of brain patterns that it do when you consider brain dead or something sometimes. Like, you understand, like, it's the same like, if people just could release the fear of death, they would get so much further. Because them people use that to scare the hell out of people, don't they? Yes, you do. You do live and you learn. And then you hope to die and not have to learn no more. You hope that when the energy is called back, that was the final lesson and that you ain't got to come back to this raggedy bitch no more and learn no more. And then some of us ain't here for no lesson. Like I said, some of us just got a fucking job to do. Bitch, I know how to get out of here because when I left, I was in the blackness. Then the other time, I was close. I was close, motherfucker. It's just raw got my ass sitting back. But that's all right, motherfucker. I know next time, bitch. But, man, y'all, we done been on here for 2 hours, so I'm going to let y'all go. But I'm wishing y'all peace, power, and protection, divine light, divine appreciation, abundance for yourself. Take time for yourself. You are the wise one. You got the knowledge. You don't need nobody. The only reason why you on this live tonight is because you chose to have this experience. It ain't because I got all the knowledge for you. You chose for this program to give you the knowledge tonight. That's why I'm looking at you like the mirror. Because I'm reflecting on you, what you made a choice to create. You chose this program tonight or today. And you choose your program every day over and understanding. So stop giving these motherfuckers power. Stop claiming tribes, all of that shit. That ain't got nothing to do with the cosmos. You separating yourself out from what's greater than this when you claim anything down here. For what, nigga? I'm just a traveler, motherfucker. I am an extraterrestrial, bitch. I'm just traveling through this regular, bitch. I ain't claiming shit. I ain't even claiming a last name no more. Fuck y'all, bitch. But what? Fuck you. Shit, I'm at the point a motherfucker asks me who I am. I might be like, For real, I'm about to get on some other shit. Look, I'll be on some other shit. Motherfucker asks me who I am. I might bust out a hum. See, that might be past somebody's head. But somebody gonna catch the wave at what I'm trying to say right now. Look. Because I ain't nothing from here, bitch. That's for sure. Shit, I ain't nothing in no vocabulary, that's for sure. Cause where I come from, this vocabulary don't exist, bitch. So, shit, you trying to wrap me up in something the way I look at it. You trying to wrap us up. Asking me where I'm from, where I reside, bitch, not here. Shit, I'm a traveler. Shit. I astro travel to this bitch and I'm going to astro travel out when I'm done. You a traveler too. That's what you got to enter and overstand. When you enter and overstand, you just a jumper, what they would call a time jumper. You just jump into one portal and jump out. When you start to realize that too, you stop claiming anything down this bitch too. Because you be like, what the fuck? I'm just here for the experience and then I'm out. Motherfuckers all claiming land. Oh, this in my bloodline. Bitch, shit, I'm out this bitch. The only reason why I chose this blood was because I had a specific task to do down this bitch. And I needed this blood. I needed these atoms to go this way so I could use this energy to zap a bitch and do what the fuck I had to do. Because that was my fucking assignment. But if it wasn't my assignment to zap a bitch, I probably wouldn't need this blood. And I'll be perfectly fine with whatever I had because I'm in my fucking lane. You feel me? Be great at what you came here to do. Okay, I'm done. Oh, you jumped as a child. You disappear in your sleep. I shade. I did a lot of cloaking as a child too. All right, y'all. And I did save this. I'm going to put this live on my YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? Since I ain't talking about the hot sauce 19, they'll probably let it stay up. But you'll never know. They be on my ass. But I'm going to leave it up on Instagram too. But y'all know how to go with these these scary ass beings. They're giving out the illusion of control, but then you trying to censor anything that's not in their control so they could give the false reality of illusion. But they don't even realize that I'm allowing them to censor me because I'm choosing to have the experience to use their website right now for what I want to use it for. But if I don't want to be censored, I could pull my energy from all of these motherfuckers at any time and just fall fucking back. So really, what control do they have? I'm making a choice right now to get this my energy. Bitch, you can't censor me. I'm letting you do that. Do you understand the difference, bitch? When you cut this page, you didn't cut me, bitch. I allowed you to do it because I chose to have the experience. I chose to do this program. I chose to start an Instagram account or a YouTube account, bitch. So who really got the power? You or me? At any time when you strike me, if I get tired of being struck, what can I do? Delete the motherfucking shit and move forward. I ain't addicted to this shit or give a fuck. Who gonna get in their feelings because they take a social media account? Bitch, I don't need this entertainment. It's something greater than this. You better realize who in control and who not. They control nothing. They giving you the false illusion of control. But it wouldn't be no motherfucking Instagram right now if a motherfucker just deleted, everybody just deleted their account. Then what, bitch? So who really got the power, bitch? Who really giving you the power right now and who not? Fucking play with me. Fuck out of here. Everybody always like, oh, they doing me like, no, you are allowing it. And I'm saying I'm allowing it for a purpose. But when I get motherfucking tired of their ass, I'll give a fuck. Who care about some motherfucking followers? Shit, not me. Damn shit, look, y'all, I don't do this for no likes. I don't do this for no followers. I do this shit for the great mother. Motherfuckers might feel in their feelings about what I gotta say. Bitch, I don't care because I ain't got no feelings. I ain't here for that shit. Fuck a follower. I don't even judge myself off that shit. That's the mind fuck. I don't want no followers, really. Bitch, don't idolize me at all. Please don't. In love and memory, my ass. Don't put me on no motherfucking t-shirts. Don't scribe my motherfucking name nowhere. But you damn sure better not create no goddamn statue of me. I'll come back from the wherever I'm at and whoop your ass for that shit. Motherfucker, send me up in the ether flame and let me go back to where I came. Don't call me back down this bitch. That's what we really knew. That's why all the primes, you don't know who they was. Ain't no record of them, motherfucker, because the record is on us. You ain't need to write nothing down. You damn sure didn't want no statue or nothing fit. Man, what the fuck would you want some shit like that for? You always attached to this physical plane. If your physical signature here, motherfucker, you think I'm finna let a bitch create a carbon copy of my fucking image and put that shit up, man? Kiss my ass, bitch. The biggest fucking piece of spell work fucking ever. And y'all see all of them big ass statues and stuff, and y'all think that's got something to do with, man, not before we fucking fail? A bitch a lie? We had motherfucking temples. It's a big ass difference between temples and them big ass goddamn Goliath ass statues that they got up there that they telling you we built, which is a goddamn motherfucking lie. I'm finna just go on the fucking record. A bitch ain't building no shit like that. Because you ain't trying to be no god down here, motherfucker. That was the motherfuckers that fell on that shit. The fuck is a god? Not a goddamn thing in the cosmos. That's an insult to injury. Bitch, you better not call me no shit like that. Shit. I don't want to be associated with no shit like that. You blasphemy in your whole, man. When you be like, oh, I'm a god. You bitch, who? Too much spell work going on. What's the reverse of God? Don't that mean dog? Didn't they teach y'all to read the wrong direction? Remember, I told you this the mirror. What you see here is the false reality. What's real is the inverse. So what you see here is the false reality. So what's real is the inverse. Oh shit, here we go again. So that's why I reversed that word, because what the real reality is the inverse. Y'all better start waking up to what these people know. So you calling yourself a dog to the cosmos? A clone animal? That's what you making claim to? Okay, you got that. Your wish is my command. That's what they call. Oh, that's a dog. That's what he want to be. Let's give him some motherfucking kibbles and bits. Shit, can't nobody even play you when you playing your own self, though. I eat the real 333. You know, they do try to play us, but shit, we playing our own self. You playing the game right now. You see what I'm saying? You can't even be like they playing you. You playing this game. You playing yourself. Literally, you are playing yourself. Oh, shit. And see, it's too much. We'll come back to this conversation again because this will be a long conversation. But you is the player of your own self. You can't even give them no power and say they played you. That's giving them power over you. No, you gave them the power. You played yourself. Let's talk about it. Who made the choice to listen? You did. Who made the choice to believe the lie and not do their own research? You did. So how you gonna say they played you? Sounds more like you used your energy in an incorrect way. You put your faith in something that was false because you made that choice to make that your reality at that point. And then you got to another point where now you are more mature and you are a wiser old owl. And now you can look back on the fallacy of that decision. But you can't say they played you, because if you had the mind that you had then, then you wouldn't have made that decision. So what was that? That means what? That you had not matured enough as a soul and you were still on your journey. So you had to set that up in your journey to become what you are. You see where I'm going with this? How you're not everything you set up, you did it because you had to get here. You couldn't have been here and realized the lie if you ain't go through the lie first. Somebody ain't catch that. You can't enter and understand the lie unless you done went through the lie and then uncovered it. You can't truly understand the lie unless you done lived it and then you go and see the fallacy of it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's like a motherfucker can't tell you a book until you read. A motherfucker could give you cliff notes, but until you read the book cover to cover, motherfucker, you really ain't gonna know what's in it. Well, until you have that fucked up experience that you programmed yourself for, you really wouldn't have been able to have the experience that you're having now, to be able to even reflect back on that experience, to be able to realize the growth, because that experience is what grew you. So now you could look at it. But if you hadn't had that experience, what would you have to look at back on and measure growth? Oh, shit. If you hadn't had none of them fucked up experience, what would you have to look back on and measure growth? Don't you have milestones? Don't they teach you about milestones? You remember when you was a child and they gave you that bullshit about milestones? Well, what they didn't tell you is epigenetic inheritance, trauma, and things you do to get those energies out. Those are milestones in your soul journey. Markers, imprints. That's another word for it. How you measure growth is when you most test it. Remember, I told you the soul does like a sine wave, up and down, up and down, up and down. When you're going through the valley low and then you get to the summit and then you go back down, you understand the tribulations. But as you do it, you just go up and up and up and up. You just plateau, you go up real fast, plateau, go down a little bit. And then you just ascending like the stairs. That's why they call that shit the stairway to heaven, motherfucker. Because it's like a up, down, like a crescendo. You just going up and up and up like the escalator of energy. You understand? Until it get to the point where you could just psh. And that's motherfucking it. Then you back, bitch. And then you just up there in the peace. Higher than anything down here, because like I said, we create the solar system, so this is all a figment of our imagination. So you're not like nothing that you think you are. It's a total different thing. But I say, all right, tribe. Well, Peace, power, and protection to you guys. I hope this was a good discussion for you all and that y'all took something from it. And I'm going to just tell y'all to keep on rising, keep ascending, keep looking in the mirror at yourself, and keep knowing that it was always you. Don't doubt yourself, because you ain't wrong. Ashe. All right. Peace, power, and protection, tribe. Until next time. Until next time.